Hey, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I am on here with a quick message. I'm going to be quick because I have to go to work in a little while. But I wanted to get a message out about this whole Capricorn and the full moon for a second go round. I think the reason why we have the second go round is because Capricorn is a hard working sign, right? So it works really hard. And so with it being in that full moon, and full moons being about releasing and letting things go, I feel that the reason why we've had back to back, you know, Capricorn full moons is because, or Capricorn moons is because we need to really work hard at releasing things. And gives us that second chance of releasing. Actually, hold on. Yes. So it's interesting because both of those, the first one was June 21st, and this next one is July 21st, which that's in like, when's the 21st? I think that's on Sunday. Yeah. So I could probably put this. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, I'll probably get it out. I probably won't put it out till tomorrow because I am gonna be busy. So that being said, I'm coming on here because yes, we need to release something. This is the universe giving us that chance. This is God working with us to let something go, something that is very hard, something that so think of your situation. Remember, this is collective reading, general reading. This is your stuff. What have you been so much holding on to that it is time to release that? Okay, it is time to let that go, and this is your chance to freaking let it go, and it's done. Get it out of your freaking energy, right? Hey, I am here with you. I have stuff that I have to. It took some time to release. People, situations. Yes, that stuff is hard, especially when you are very emotionally connected and physically connected to something. It's hard to let go, but you can do it. You got this. You got this. So first I'm going to get some messages from losing my voice. I'm losing my voice because I had my actually I pulled my hair back for this because I got hot with my hair down because I had my hair down and big and going. I had my Shaka Khan, Diana Ross, Tina Turner hair going for this class that I'm putting together. I'm loving. I'm loving every second of it as I'm doing it. But I was like, oh, before I do this message, I got to pull my hair back because it is on me. So remember, these messages are general. So take what resonates, take what your intuition is telling you, and leave the rest on the table, okay, for someone else, okay? So what is some things that we need to look for as we release? What will help us? What will guide us? Okay, I'm really struggling here. Okay, well, if that comes back, okay, it really wants me to have it. Okay, we have two. Okay, that's too many. Give me one or two more. I'm using the Moonology message oracle first, and then I'm going to actually use the Moonology as well. Okay. We'll take all of those. I'm always doing, I don't know why, I'm always having this duality. I think the reason why I do so much duality because I'm in this state of we all have masculine and feminine energy, or we all have assertive or receptive energy, or passive or active energy. So that masculine energy being active or assertive, and that feminine energy being passive or receptive. Okay, and we all have that, and it's all about having a balance of that energy. Okay, you're not one or the other, you have both, and it's about freaking balancing them out and accepting both of them. I got a strong message of not accepting my masculine energy, repressing my masculine energy, And I had to forgive my masculine energy. And maybe some of you guys need to forgive your masculine energy or your feminine energy, and being more open into it, and not being, also those, both of those energies also have shadow sides. And sometimes we can take that energy and live in that energy on its shadow side, and then that's when we don't like it. Um I had been living, my masculine energy had been living so much in the shadows and so much in the dark side. That masculine energy of wanting to control, wanting to wanting to assert its dominance, that I hated the masculine energy. And so what happened is I attracted that energy because I was rejecting it so much. And so the people I attracted in my life, men, masculine energies that I attracted, I attracted those ones who wanted to control me, or who wanted to, assert their dominance over me. And in the end, I had to learn how to forgive them and accept them for that energy, and let them go, and say, the masculine energy is not bad. It can work in a good way. And so now, being on the balance of the masculine energy, on not on the shadow side, but up seeing the light side, and knowing that shadow does sit there, but except I can attract more masculine energy that is for my highest good, is that for the light, and letting go of the masculine energies that was in the dark. And I love that. And so that's my lesson, you guys. I'm just telling you about mine. So I don't know, you might be able to learn something from that, that might be from the feminine energy that you might need to connect to. So I can tell you about the shadow of feminine energy that I could operate into. Feminine energy that I hated was manipulation. I freaking hate manipulative people. And I can see right through it, because the great thing is about feminine manipulative energy, I grew up with it. So I knew it, and I could see it. So I know manipulative feminine energy when I see it, because I grew up with it. So I can see it, I can look at it, I can smile at it, and I can say bullshit in my head. I can say bullshit, and then I can say bullshit, and I know what it is. And so I know I don't want to operate out of that energy. I want to operate out of truth, out of being receptive and loving and gentle, and not manipulate my way of getting and not receiving in that way, like manipulating my way, or poor me, or that. No, that is the feminine side. So I'm just showed you the shadow sides of both ones, both of these. All right, and evidently I am. Oh my God, this is no, and I have feminine, masculine on the table. So we are working with that. Definitely, that's the energy we're working with this moons. Okay, so so on this feminine side, this is totally the feminine side. This I can tell. This is the feminine side. It's like the moon's reflection, accept responsibility. So in the feminine nature right now, it's the feminine side to accept responsibility. So looking in the mirror, the female needs to look at herself and say, I accept the responsibility. In what way? What way do you accept responsibility for what you need to release? How do you accept responsibility for this? Accept it. Forgive it. Release it. And if you, the great thing that came with this card is communication is the key. New moon and Gemini. Gemini is the twins. What do we have here? Twins. We have the reflections, your two-sided nature. Okay? In your feminine energy, your two-sided nature of your shadow and your light. This shadow is where you're looking at your shadow, that you're shining a light on the shadow. The sun is reflecting, it is showing you that shadow, what it is. What is this that you need to look at in your shadow side and your feminine side and your feminine nature? What is it manipulation? Is it lack mentality? Is it the poor me mentality? What is it? What is it? Is it the victim mentality? What is it? So find it. You will know what it is. What is that shadow that you need to look at and work with? Okay. And then afterwards, communication is the key. So knowing that communicate, okay. And I just communicated mine to you guys. I communicated that, hey, I don't go for manipulation. I don't like it. You try to manipulate me, I'm going to cut you off. End of story. And that is, maybe I haven't communicated that to people. Actually, people should know if they try. I'm putting it out there. If you try to manipulate me, I will cut you off without saying a word. It's done. If I see the manipulation, if I see the patterns of that feminine nature of manipulation that comes out, I'm cutting it off. And maybe I need to see the shadow of that. Why do I cut that off so much? Because I had to deal with it all through my childhood, and it sucked, and I hated it. And I can look in the mirror and I can see, and I see, and that it shined a light on it, and it shined a part of me that I don't want to be manipulated. And you know what? I played in this energy before too. I used to use that because I learned that, but I had to let that go. Hell no, I'm not doing that. No, not me, not my energy, not when I'm walking in light. No. So what is that feminine energy? What is it? You should know yours. Find it. Look in the mirror and find it. What in your feminine energy is of lack, is of something that you, one of the biggest things when you're working with your shadow is what they tell you to do is to look at, find some feminines that you can't stand, that you don't like, and what in them is that you don't like, and then what you see in them you see in yourself somewhere, right? So that when I see that in others, I can see it in myself. But then as I heal that and I learn that and I accept that and I go through that and I work through that, when I see it, then it's no longer a reflection energy. It is a projection energy. And so when people try to project that energy between me, I'm like, no, that's not mine. When you've healed it and you work through it, you can say, no, that's a projection. That is not no longer reflective. Some things, yes, are reflective because you need to look at them and you need to grow and you need to heal and you need to forgive and you need to deal with them. And sometimes it is, oh no, you can't project your crap on me. I've already been through that. Nope, not mine. That's yours. Take it back. You can have that back, sir. You can have that back, ma'am. There you go. All right. So that's the way you do it. If you can't figure out what it is, go look at people you cannot stand in feminine energy and see their traits that you cannot stand, that drives you up a wall. I know with feminine, it was that. And I know with the masculine, it was control. So, I love you, universe. Masculine, take a breath. I just talked really fast to you guys. Now I'm taking a breath. Take a breath. Take a step back. This to me says take a step back. With masculine energy, take a step back. You might have to, because with that is you've been doing too much. That talking I was just doing, this activeness I'm just doing, that is, okay, take a breath, Tony. Take a step back. So whatever you're doing in your masculine energy that you're inserting yourself, that you're taking action in, take a break. Take a step back. And it says full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in the way. So in your masculine energy, sometimes when you want to step out and you're like, no, I'm not doing that, forget them. And I could say when I cut people off. I shouldn't be laughing, but I do. I cut people off when I have tried and they projecting and I can't deal with their negativity anymore. I cut them off because I don't want to be in that energy anymore. And that is for my own protection. That is not to hurt them. That is not to do anything to them. It is to protect myself. Okay. So taking a step back, taking a breath. Okay. But at the same time, don't let pride get in the way. Just because you took a step back, you need to also look over things and say, can I be open to that person? Is there something that I need to deal with myself and not be prideful so that I burn that bridge? And I did earlier this month. I did contact a friend that I cut off because I didn't know if it was projection or if it was reflective. And after a while, I found out it was reflectful, and I was being prideful, and I didn't have to eat my words. It was a learning experience for me, and I was able to look at it and grow from it and say, oh, I messed up. I'm going to apologize to that friend and tell them, you know what? I'm sorry. I let my stuff get in the way, and I don't know if our friendship will be the same, but I apologize for just walking away like that. And I did that because that person, I adored that person. I loved talking to that person. I loved being around that person. But at the same time, there was shadows lurking around there that I needed to deal with. And when I dealt with it and I had my time, I was able to go back and come out of my pride and face some of those things. And you will be able to do that, okay? So, and that's an active energy. That's something you will do. That's your masculine, okay? So, I have the Zodiac Tarot out, and we are going to look at some things that the collective needs to release during this time, okay? What are some things that need to be released? We'll get that, and then we'll end with some raise your vibration cards, because I'm all about raising that vibration. You guys, we're going to just keep going up, until the low vibrations can't even touch us. That's what I want. That's what I want, right? Okay, what does the collective need to know about what they need to release? My goodness, dude. And they're making me take reversals. So I'm taking some reversals. And I'm taking this last card. That's going to be our ending right there. So, who is that? Who is that? Okay. All right. I got it. Okay, I'm going to show you something. So we have this is 444. 444, and then we have a 6. So 444 could be an angel number, you guys. So the 444 is all about stability and foundation, and it's interesting because our first card out is the Emperor, and he's very stable. This beautiful Aries energy, Mars energy. What we know we need to release. We need to release. So 2 things. I can take this from the standpoint of a person, and it could be an emperor. You need to release this emperor. He is no. It could be, and remember, when I say he with the emperor, it could be a man or a woman. He needs to be released. He is no longer aligned with you, and maybe it's hard to release them. Believe me. Releasing an emperor is hard, but it can be done. Or if it's not a person, if it's not this emperor, and an emperor is like a father figure. It could be a husband. It could be it could be a divine connection. It could be any of those. That needs to be released. Or this also could be release of control. Because I did talk about control. The emperor likes to control things to assert its force. So releasing being in control of everything and asserting things in your way. It's either a person you need to do, or it's your way of wanting to control and assert yourself in a way. So it's either or. Okay, so take it how it fits for you. Okay, needs to be released. Along with another 4, foundation. To me, yes, this is a celebration, but this is, when I'm thinking this 4, and I have 444, and this is also Aries. This is Aries and Venus. Is this Venus or Mars? This is Aries and Mars. So we have Mars and Aries energy. Again, to me, this is not about celebration or this is more about a foundation that needs to be a foundation of control, a foundation of doing and asserting yourself. It's not, I am backwards as ever. This is not, is that? No. Yeah, that is Venus. Yeah, that is Venus. That is Aries in Venus, because Mars, it goes like this. So in Venus. So this is, and even also releasing a relationship that does not work with Venus there. It could be, yeah, with Venus rules Taurus, and it rules Libra. And so this could be in the form of pleasure, some kind of pleasure with that Taurus energy, or it could be in in desires, or it could be also in some kind of relationship, partnership that needs to be released and let go of something, and it's part of your foundation. Okay, because this card is also built on foundation, so that needs to be released, because we ask what needs to be released, so that needs to be released. Another thing that needs to be released, this 4 of Swords. It's time to come out of, you see how she's holding on to those 2 swords, and those 2 swords, and you know what I kept thinking? I kept thinking of 2 of Swords, because she's holding on to those 2 swords. It is time to come out of rest mode, of not doing anything, and totally this is Libra and Jupiter. So it's time to expand. It is time to holding on to this 2 swords of like, I don't know what direction to go in. What should I do? I like this choice and I like that choice. No, you can't hold on to both of those swords. It's time to get out of this just sitting on your hand state. It's time to move. Because this is so weird, because you have let go of control, but you know what action you know how you're supposed to be expanding, with it being in reverse, not just sitting there on your hands, not just not doing anything. It's very interesting energy, because it's like you got a lot of energy that you need to release of. I think it's more of no longer doing things the way you used to do, and doing them in a different way. Okay. And then we have a 6 of Pentacles, which is like this, supposed to be an equal give and take, and it's not an equal give and take, because it's in reverse, where, and I feel like it could be just you've give, and this is the assertive energy. This is the active energy. This is you give away, you give away, you give away, and this is not working out. Not working out at all. And this is Taurus in the moon. So it's kind of, yeah, that's Taurus. Taurus always get mixed up, but the things. And it's like you give, and you haven't given to yourself. That's why the Empress is not here, because she is Taurus. You've given all of that away. Stop giving away yourself, your power, your energy. Stop giving it away. No more. Nowhere, no more. Keep your energy in. Protect your energy. Set boundaries. Stop giving it away. You've given away enough. It's like you've given out everything, and nothing has had room to come into you. That's why. That's also this 4 of Swords. And these both are in reverse, and they make a 10. This is a completion. No longer are you not resting. not taking a break for yourself, but holding on to doing work and doing, and not receiving. It's time to release that of do. Take a freaking break. And we end with death. Death is here because it is time for a transformation. It's time for you to do things differently. It's time for you to step in a receptive mode instead of this control, this giveaway, this action energy of giving to the wrong things that are not balanced. Okay? Done with that. So, told you I wanted to. This is short enough. Keep it under 30, right? I'm trying to keep it under 30. I'm at 25. So, what messages do we need to leave to keep us, to raise our vibration, to put us in the energy of helping us through this transformation of that death card and being in a more receptive energy for ourselves and for our highest good? What do we need to know? Wow. Okay, I got some. You know, when I was shuffling my cards and it was taking so long, I was just like, okay, Archangel Michael, you're going to say anything? Okay. Ancestors, are you going to say anything? I was saying this in my head and I am surrounded by angels. Yes. You are you see those feathers? If you're seeing a lot of birds and they have been really attracted to you, like come flying by, seeing a lot of things with wings, even dragonflies, you are surrounded by your angels. They are helping keeping your energy vibrating high and protecting your energy from any outside sources. This tells me you have strong protection. You have a circle of protection around you. Like you're being circled with protection. So don't worry about releasing and transforming and going through the process. You have so much protection as you walk this path, okay? Another message is my aura is magnetic to golden opportunities. Again, I always see my aura as this circle ball when I'm cleansing it, when I'm building it up for protection, when I'm doing things. And that's another thing, is having this magnetic aura, sitting in meditation and building your aura as well when you do that. Another great thing I learned to do when I took a meditation class, and one of the meditations that was taught was in building up your aura, and it was like an aura building one, is standing up and putting your arms out. I'll just make myself stand up here. So you stand up and you can't see me really. So you stand up and you put your arms out. Well, my camera. You put your arms out like this, right? And you kind of reach around, and this is your aura. This is that which you got out like this, up, round, all around. You even go take yourself in this freaking circle, and there we go. And just having that thing go in a way for you, that helps clear and build the boundaries in your aura. And of course you do some meditation stuff with it and other things. So go look up building up your auras. Just go look up go look up different meditations for that. Say I want, just type in build my aura, or build up my aura space, or build up my protection field. It's all, so you can call it protection field. There's also meditations, there's visualizations you can do to build it up, but that is a great one. And this also, if you wave your hands, it also helps with the clearing because it's moving the air around you, and air is an element. And also you can, because you can use air to help clear out. You can also help, I'm using air, which, like, okay, so I have my incense going, right? So this, my incense going right here, that is the air that I can put around myself for protection. Not only that, it is fire. So I'm using the elements too. So you can put fire around you as well. You can do this in the do this in water. You could put water protection around you. You can do this outside and stand in dirt. So you are doing the earth a protection around you. So all of those things you can use to, all of the elements you can use for protection. You could also ask your angels, your ancestors, God, your guides to come around you as well, because they are all around you. And like I said, you can also, I work with animal spirits. So all of those things I use a lot of stuff for protection. I make a strong protective wall. Strong protective wall. Those are some things I told you that I do, that I put around me. And you know what? Every once in a while something can seep through here. Yes, they can seep through. But as you build up, you build resilience. And we are human. It's not like we stop things with our emotions and our feelings. So when those things do come in, you know how to switch them back off, flip them back out. That's not mine. I ain't taking that. Bye. Or, ooh, I gotta deal with that. What's that? Yes. Ooh, let me think about this. And you're like, oh, that's really messed up. And you cry and you say, okay. And you breathe it out and you let that go. You do things to, as you heal and you've done the healing work and you've done the shadow work, you work through those things. It helps you. This is what this full moon's about. It is about release. You know how to release those things. Learn how to release those things. Become strong in your practice. When you become strong in your practice, it's hard to be broken down, and you will be broken down every once in a while, because you have to be broken down so that you can have that death card, so you can have that transformation. We all go through it. We all have cycles. And I'm not saying you won't ever be, you'll just be rock solid, you be good all the time. No. No. You will get broken down. You will get broken down, and that's okay. Right? That's life. But you know how to build yourself back up. That's why that's why multiple practices are important. That is why going through your shadow, that's why doing the work is important. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave you guys. You can like, you can comment, you can share, you can subscribe. You can do all those wonderful things. Have a blessed day. Release, release, release. Let it go. Forgive. Keep moving.